Hello everyone, this is Balu. Today let us discuss about the various experiments in permeability of soil. Right. First test we are going to discuss is constant head permeameter test. Remember these all tests are laboratory tests, not field tests. Field tests are different from laboratory tests. They are like you have pumping out test, pumping in test. They are not much important for us. In constant head permeameter test, we can define the permeability of soil. Like these test is mostly preferred for coarse grained soils. I hope you all know about coarse grained soils. Greater than the 75 micron size, they are all coarse grained soils. You can say take example as sand and also gravel. These are all coarse grained soils. Okay, coming to the procedure of this constant head permeability test. First of all, you have to prepare the soil specimen and you have to assemble the soil in between the two porous rocks. Porous rocks is nothing but they will allow the flow of water through it, right? Then you have to start the flow of water through the soil specimen. This after continuous flow of water, you can get a constant head difference between the two levels of soil specimen. Until the head is constant, you don't start the experiment. Okay, after maintaining the constant head, okay, the head is at constant level, then we can start our experiment by, for example, if you are note downing the level for 1 minute, like you are doing the in 1 minute how much discharge is collected in the tub, right? I will start the stopwatch and also then I will note down the how much amount of water I have collected through the outlet. You can see here this is the outlet, right? Within 1 minute how much amount of water is collected, then you can find out the discharge value. Q is equal to volume by time. In 1 minute how much volume of water is collected in tub, that's volume by time. This will give the discharge value. Yes, now discharge you will know. Then here you can see I is nothing but the hydraulic gradient, the head change in head by and also length of the soil specimen give the hydraulic gradient. This value also you know, and also you know the area of the soil specimen, this apparatus area, you can know the value. By these all values you can find out the K, that is nothing but permeability of soil. Yes, by this doing this procedure you can get the permeability of soil. This is about constant head permeability test. Remember this is suitable for only coarse grained soils. Okay, next thing, coming to variable head permeability test. This is different from constant head permeability test, quite different, right? For example, this head permeability test is only suitable for fine grained soils like less than 75 micron size, clay, silt, this type of soils. Okay, in this test, if you go to the procedure here, first you have to pour water in the soil specimen in the small test tube. After assembling the soil specimen in the larger area bulb, for example, you can say this is the larger area pipe and this is the smaller area pipe. Larger area pipe has capital A cross sectional area and smaller area stand pipe have small a cross section area. After assembling the soil specimen in it, you have to pour the water up to a certain level. For example, here I am pouring the water level up to height H1. Then the water will slowly pass through the soil specimen and it will flow out of the smaller area pipe. And after a certain time, this water level come to a certain height, that is H2. Then you have to note down the what is the time difference between H1 and H2 and what are the values of H1 and H2. You can randomly take. For example, I am taking 5 centimeter height, then up to 2 centimeter I will wait. I will note down the time, how much time it is taking. This head difference I will note down, and I can note down this H1, H2 values and time taken from to come water from H1 to H2. And remember this stand pipe, smaller pipe area is smaller A and larger pipe have capital A cross sectional area. Yes, now we can find out the permeability of soil using this formula. K is equal to small a L by capital A T. T is nothing but the time taken from H1 to H2, right? L is the length, you can see here length of the soil specimen. A is the cross section area of stand pipe, that is smaller area pipe. And also capital A is the cross-sectional area of larger area pipe where the soil specimen is inserted. H1 is the initial and H2 is the final height after reaching the certain height. Okay. And also capital A is nothing but this is the circular cross-sectional area pi by 4 small d square. You can see here small d, and also capital A is nothing but pi by 4 capital D square. I am explaining each and every time term. Okay, the derivation is not very important, and you can see if you convert this ln into log, here comes 2.303. Yes, and another one, this is very important. H2 is equal to root over H1 H3. Yes, I will tell you. For example, the time taken to reach from H1 to H2 is equal to the time taken to reach H2 to H3. H3 is the example. For example, you can say H3 is another H. For example, this is H3, right? Then these times are same. H1 to H2 reaching time is same, and H2 to H3 is reaching time is same. Then you can say that H2 is equal to root over H1 H3. This is a derived formula. Derivation is not important, but remember this relation. Yes, this is about permeability of soil. We can start effective stress in the next classes.